So fast forward, I'm in my first class in America, and I see this whole map in our textbooks, and none of it has Samoa in it. And I realized at a young age, you realize at a young age that the whole country was going to school learning about a world where people like you and me did not exist. We weren't in our history books, and we were not in our geography book, and we were not taught in class about who we were. And so for the rest of my childhood life, I had to, fight for my identity. And I'm mentioning this because of the whole dream of having a better life. When we come to the States, it's not just financial debt, it's also emotional debt and cultural debt. I found myself trying to navigate through spaces where I didn't belong because this is not my natural home. And so then you come to the practice of culture, and you come to the practice of your indigenous values, and it's hard to navigate all those different types of debt. Just like there are different types of manuia. Every manuia has their challenges. So when we look at the prompt of this topic, is it worth it coming to the States? And of course it is. We left the safety of our harbor because our boat was not meant to just stay there. We were meant to explore because we are navigators by right. We're navigators in our DNA. That is what we do. But at the same time, as we practice our culture where we are, we have to also look at, not through Western lenses, but through cultural and indigenous lenses, what true success and blessings mean and look like. And so instead of looking at numbers, we look at the fruits of our labor. And if you're able to sit in front of your living room and to see your children and your grandchildren and see that they woke up this morning, then be grateful. And going back to environment, the reciprocity of taking care of the environment will take care of us. I remember my grandmother telling me, take care of your land and your resources, and our family will never go hungry. And that has been so even now. Now, to the practices that make us so broke. You know, in our culture, we like to go overboard sometimes, and this is my advice to a lot of us who are listening, whether you are Polynesian, Melanesian, Micronesian, wherever you are, those of us in the diaspora, we love to go overboard because we have so much pride in our culture. But in the words of Pilolevu Tuita, if practicing your culture breaks your back and your bank account and puts your parents and family in debt, then you no longer respect culture. And so we have to look at the true essence of Samoa. And so when we practice our culture and we practice our fa'alave'alaves and we practice the things that we're supposed to, that kind of makes us, put a hole in our pocket, let's ask ourselves, is it within our means? And if it's not, and it's okay to say yeah. And so live within our means. Live within our means. There's nothing wrong with that. Our village just had a fundraiser for our Auva'a during Flag Day for our Fautasi race. In one day, our village raised $120,000. So, our family got money back home. And if you're here in the States, take care of your family that's living within your own household first. And whatever is extra that we can take back home, they will manage. They will manage. They have land, they have everything there. The cost of living is different than here. The cost of living back home is different from here. I'm not saying don't give. I'm saying give what you can. It's like in an airport, when the oxygen masks come, you got to put it on yourself first before you put it on the baby. And same thing in life. That's what we call ourselves in the diaspora. We're like Taumalele. That's the term that is used for us who are working here to help our families back in the motherland. But I know I'm going all over the place, maybe because of the new lighting and the new space that I came in, but no actuality. What I'm trying to say is work within your means. It is worth coming here if you decide to leave the harbor, but never forget your home. And that's the beauty about being Polynesia, Pacifica, is that no matter what, we still have a home to go back to. That's my 2 cents.